So, gonna be honest here, this is kind of a little greedy video that I'm doing, just a vlog as you call it, because I thought I would catalogue what my current status looks like before I move into the other place. So, this is where the magic used to happen, or does currently happen but won't happen forever. As you can see, I have to make this quick because we're literally doing it now. So, this is where I stream and keep a little switchy poo over here. That's where that magic happens. The monkey sits here. The camera used to sit here, but I'm currently holding it. Hi, how you going? Doggo is over there for now. We have my two monitors. We got a bunch of crap all over the desk. Hiya. We have all this. We have my little tools here. Very important, as you can see. Little folders here, little binnies, compoopers. We have my little porty cooler. We have another skelly friend here. He likes to sit here and stare at the neighbours. It's quite cute when all the kids decide to walk down the street and see my little skelly boy. It's nice. Little squiddy, little skelly boys, all that. Little puzzler. That's David. Say hi, David. I think he skipped lunch. Anyway, we have a bunch of my sound panels up above, as you can see. That one's a bit of a botch work. I need to replace that one. All my little sound panels that I put along the roof here. A little hat boy, as you can see there. Little hatty boy. Bunch of the posters and things that I've got throughout the years of my, very minor acting stuff, cosplay stuff, as you can see there. And all my other little bits and bobs. My little fan wall, as you can see here. Thank you for all the nice little trinkets. All that jazz. Little thing I was in there. Some odd little pictures. I don't see nothing wrong with this. Nothing at all. Anyway, little Christmas pictures. When I was doing my Christmas stuff, I got a light. A small light. And all that jazz. More picky picks. Cosplay competition stuff. Little crown that I made. Couple little trinkets up there. Isn't that glorious? Right, now, speed up a little bit more. Sorry. Again, we're kind of doing it as I go. Bunch of little retro games, little Skylander thingies and all that jazz. Whoa! Another helmet. Another skelly boy holding my stuff. Little junker doing whatever the hell he's doing in there. Little figures that I just didn't find time to paint yet, sadly. That's like the drawer. Keep my drawing stuff in there. Bit of VR stuff in there. Bit of junk. Keep my makeup in there. First aid, more makeup. Kind of more controllers and stuff in there. Mostly a bit of doodads. That needs to be sorted. Important papers go in there. Posters and whatnot over there. We got more controllers in there. They're mostly the ones that I do use. It's a bit more of a bits and bobs one. Painting figures, whatnot. That's a bit more of a VR one. The Quest is in there, I believe. Up here, as you can see, the common theme up here is board games or little trinkets. This is where mostly the gift side is. I like to have a little gift portion. I just put all the gifts in here that I like to give people. More board games and all that. That thing is a gift. I don't know who the hell wants it, but maybe they will. I got a certain green friend down there. And anime sandals, as you can see, a little barrel. Under the bed, we got a couple board games. Some Heelys, things like that. It's hard to show you because it's kind of junk everywhere. Because I'm at the point, as mentioned in the past, where I was going to be moving into the new space. So there wasn't really much of a point in cleaning and attempting to organise much. And plus I was kind of just using all my time on doing that. Again, apologies also for the audio if it's pretty garbage. Bunch of Nintendo Switch stuff. This is my idea box. I keep all my ideas in here. Isn't that glorious? All this, just a bunch of random DVDs that I'll probably either give away after I've watched or sell. Something like that. Probably like 50 cents or something. This is kind of like a sell pile slash give it away. Bit of Gears of War, Metalocalypse, Blazboo, Duke Nukem Collection.
Hey, look at that. You can see my dick from here.
Oh, you decided to work. Good boy. And, Nintendo. Woo! This, ladies and gents, as well, is the cable kraken. Not a cable squid, a cable kraken. Because this down here is where I keep all my cables. I don't plug them all in. A good portion I do, but I try to organise it somewhat. And by organise, I mean cover this shit up. You need cables? Just cover the fucker up. That's how we do here. This is more of a retro drawer. You know, Nintendo DS's, you know, SNES stuff. All that jazz. It's good, but I'm going to be happy when I organise it a bit more. This is an arts and crafts drawer, but there's so much crap in there, it all fell through. So I can't really show you that, unfortunately. There's just blankets underneath there, nothing too fancy. Ugh. Pretty much went over there, that's all collectible stuff up there, as mentioned. But my little baby Dick Smith TV, if anyone remembers Dick Smith. Hello, me. Hi, how you doing? Little Uggy Bobbies. That is a poster from when I used to competitively play the Panini Dragon Ball Z card game. The only good one. And, yes, a bunch of retro consoles that I use from time to time. All that jazz. It's so weird calling these things retro now. Anyway, all this, doodads, clothes. That's just more boxes and things to pack, and unfortunately I can't really go through them because there's addresses and stuff on them. I'm sorry about that. Few little things here, you know. It's my Azkaban sign that I use when I do Sirius Black. I've got my little Tarzo thing in here, if anyone remembers the metallic Tarzos. All that jazz. Yeah, I'm only missing a couple. If anyone has the rest of these, let me know. I'll be looking for them. So, now we come to the somewhat main event. Up there's the hat. Got my big old helmet that I use for the cosplays. Got a big array of games that I'm, you know, my to play list, basically. This is just an amalgamation of crap. Again, to give away or to try out, that kind of thing. This is like my display shelf, where I like to keep all my nice things. It's gotten messy, as mentioned, over time. That's a recent entry, my little custom-made deck box. Little figures that I've painted over the years and stuff like that. That one's not finished. Things like that. I've got Venom and stuff like that in the back somewhere. Couple other things, like my anime shelf. That's my custom deck box that I used to do for the competitive DBZ card game. A bit of Guild Wars. Bit of Charizardis and Vegetas and Garlickies and Gokuis. All that beautiful jazz. All retro games, more stuff that I've painted. Things like that. I had some lights up here and all that, but you can see a little kind of dying. I can try to clean that up later over time. Bunch of amiibos. I tried to stick to the rule of only the Smash Brothers ones. Few other little trinkets here and there. Bunch of board games. My favourite board game series, the Atmosphere/Nightmare series. Oh, baby. Again, sorry for the mess. Bunch of collector's folders full of lots of trinkets and doodads of cards. Beautiful. This is my Seto Kaiba drawer, you know, when I want to be a real Yugi boy. Classy. Real classy, ladies and gents. Another folder. Keep my dim cards in there. If anyone's heard of a dim card, then you have. If you haven't, then ask in the comments. That's a game that I was in. Just a bunch of books in there. Or books, storage folders, all that. And this is where the back. You see the back of this usually. Little skateboard, bunch of plushies. Oh, delicious shazza. Aside from that, that's about it really. That's where I keep the light. The light's broken, but again, no point in fixing it because I'm going to be out of here soon. So, without further ado, oh yes, I don't know if I mentioned that. There's my arm. A bit over there, Aside from that, that's about it, folks. That's about it. Got a couple crazy bones up there I used to display with. Oh, yes, no, there is one more thing. If I can do it, I'll probably cut this. Here's the light. Here it is. There is actually one more thing. If I get it going, I used to have this. I used to have this light system going all around the place. So, that's quite nice, you know. Because I'm prone to headaches, so this is quite nice. If I wanted something nice around the room, still to be able to see, because it's quite bright when all the other lights are off. And it was good. And this is just a random mirror that I had. But again, it would break off every now and again. I needed something different. Hi, how are you? And I'll try to get something similar to this in the other room, likely, at some point. Anyway, that's about it. I'll either cut this here or make a second part, I don't know. I'll go from there. Anyway, ta-ta, auf Wiedersehen. And for those waiting God knows how long, here's the room that I'm in now. For those of you with a life, I'll make this portion quick, I guess. So there you go, there's your quickens. And here's a quickie little breakdown. This is a shelf that I keep some of my gammas on. Most of this shelf, at least that I leave on the front, are things that I've either played or... that I have not played or have only dabbled in a little bit and will get to in the future, excluding a few that you'll probably see and may have seen me stream or do. What's in my jiggy? If you want to see any in particular, I'm sure you can pause and have a waltz around. This is my kind of like, yes, I'm going to get to these shelf. Eventually, I'm going to get to these. And then some of them are random doodads that have been gifted. This one was gifted, and they didn't actually want me to watch it. They just wanted me to throw it away. It's like, that was just a box to keep your gift in. It's like, no, I will take your generosity, and I will appreciate it before I inevitably probably throw it in the garbage, unless someone wants it, alongside other things. I've seen some weird things. I get gifted weird things. And, drawers, fascinating. That's probably the newest addition to the crew, I guess. He's looking good this Halloweeny. Little hammer. Good old little thingies. I've been playing around with resin, as you can see. Little trinkets, things I've been painting, yada yada. That certain dead thing, but still fun. Another painted thing. I keep mostly board games and painted things and supplies in here. Hooly dooly. Isn't that fun? You know, it's just a thing, you know. More doodads here. This is basically the setup that I have. Big old TV. Thank you to my mate. Alarm! What are you doing? Quiet, you. Good old things here. More hammer beaties when I was playing around with that. Mate helped me with some of these, thank you as well. They got good at it too. There's my little skinny, my switchy. Bunch of consoles. Most of these are hooked up, so they're all just ready to go. That's the newest one I've been playing around with. All set for the Halloweeny times. He's been ready for a while, but yeah. Little nice glowy head. Little nice flashy little bow tie. Ready to go for the events. And newest addition there, little doggo on the side. You can't leave home without your pet. Of course not. This is recently been cleaned out a bit. It had a bunch of random DVDs, but I've been mostly using it to keep my trading cards, at least the ones that I use, in here. So now it's more room for useless cardboard. Bunch of board games. As you can see, I get lots of cards. I like to hang them. Lots of cards, lots of board games. The drum game. Big old PC Meister thing. I had a thing on the side of it, you know, like the actual wall thing that you would put on the side, but I accidentally broke the wiring on that side, which it had a big fan connected to it, but it's broken. So I have it on. So I ripped it off to just add more filtration into the thing and, you know, do what the gamers do, I guess, and put things in it. So that's what I've been doing there. Got big old gunny here. And it looks neat. It's alright. You could take the blade off as well. That's neat for events. And is it me, or does this sound like a broken jam vacuum? Or a certain YouTuber that may or may not be relevant anymore? I'll let you decide that. Anyway, backing out, guitar, all that jazz. I used to be a pretty big fan of them as a little toddler. They're still alright. Bunch of statues, things like that. I need to kind of fix up the shelf a little bit more, but that's essentially that. We'll zoom back around over here because there's not much over here. I tried to set posters up all over the wall, but as you can see, a little bit difficult to get that high up. So that's as far as I got. I'm going to probably try and mess around with them a bit more. That's there for the summer. This is mostly a shelf of just things that I'm trying to get rid of or sell or give away or donate or just... This is... Mostly everything on this is just stuff I want gone in some way, shape or form. So that's why it's a bit random. Things like that. Or I personally don't see any value with at the moment. Women, Swordman, Possum, because our possums are not nightmare fuel. Except that one has something jammed up its bum, so it looks a little surprised. It's a puppet, you know, it's how they do. We got some more things. We come up here. Bunch of random costume supplies, statues, video game things, all that jazz. Bunch of other random doodads. Little gacha bottle thing. Bunch of cardies. Forgot to mention, if you see some random things that have been covered up, that's because, you know, trying to protect people's faces and identities, things like that, or if I quickly whisk over things, apologies for that. I didn't ask permission for certain people's faces and all that. I like to play it safe. I don't want to accidentally, you know, oh, you shouldn't have showed me face. And I'm like, okay, well, I apologise. So, thought I'd try to cover grounds on that. Or if I do something like, hi, how are you, if you could see me. If you see me black something out later, apologies for that. This is mostly like a picture frame or fan corner sort of thing. I keep a lot of my fan mail and letters and things like that here. Things like that. Bunch of trinkets I got given in the past. These are still lovely little doodads here. Thank you, thank you. Got my little potions here. The lighting's not very good here, but I will fix that momentarily. Little Easter egg of a poster there. I'll come back to this, because there's not much good lighting here. Bunch of supplies, DVDs, things like that. I need to do something with this bit here. For now, I've just got a cushion here. You might have seen little Snorlax boy over there. He normally sits there, but if I know I'm getting guests and things like that, or if I want to sit here, then I move him there. Or I'll put him there, so then someone can sit there, and then the cushion will go somewhere else. It's an intricate system of bullery, which is not supposed to look weird. It has its purpose. Whiteboard, good old custard, and by custard I mean yellow Yoshi. This is sound room for when you hear too much noise in here and you wish to escape into the land of the unknown. Random cards. And then when I want to escape, I come into here. Bob's your uncle. That's one of the sound panelings, if anyone remembers that from my past streams years ago. In we come. Yeah. This is where the magic happens. PC. Well, PC. Screen. Microphone 1. Microphone 2. That's the one I'll use for streaming. That's the one I'll use for recording. All my assortments of drawers, things like that. Carries the mixer board and equipment. That one is all up in buggery. Sorry, I need to try and fix these drawers. Lighting, remotes, things like that. Water bottle, costume supplies. My go out bag. That's just got more costume stuff. A mate's borrowing that. The bag that was in there, but I'll get it back later. More clothes, costumes. Spare helmet, I'll probably turn into some kind of a thing, costume, something like that. Oh, I'll work on it, something. Costumes, things. Great for cancelling out sound as well and filtering it out, softening it. It's good stuff. See the combo? The combination that's going on here? You see that? Yeah, good. And we've got a little plushy enterprise here. I put the hangy things up recently so I can hang stuff. Good old blanky. You know, you got to make sure they're nice and snuggly and warm. Little hole up there. We don't talk about the hole. It's basically just a little storage room. I have a thing to cover it up, but why? Because I'm usually always going in and out of there, so I don't see the point in covering it. But if I need to, I can. That's just a random charger thing, little thing I got from PAX. Cool peeps. I'll have to see if I can cover this in the future. Stream Deck, all that jazz. Mr. Bear, this is where the camera I'm using normally sits. How you doing, Mr. Bear? Good. Keep your tongue in. You've got guests. Now, normally, I have this kind of light on. This kind of shindig. You don't really see much of a difference because I've got the normal light on. And then I got this in for out there. But if I just flick this magic button, it'll probably be easier. I can make them flash, but for the sake of good lighting, we'll just use that. That's basically in there with that light system on. Probably not the best with this camera right now, but that's that on. That's this on with all the other lights on and the windows closed. So a little bit better. Now you can kind of see what's going on. Bit of fan art that I had. That was before, like, probably one of my first bits of fan art there. And good artist, good mates. Again, that was like an Easter egg thing that I was given. One of the student films I was in. Another film that I was in that they used this as a callback to that one. And I thought it was funny and they let me keep the poster. How adorable. Old card game that I actually liked. Not the super one. The one before that. The good one. That was totally not used in a weird fashion anyway. Thomas. We don't talk about Thomas. He'll toot your soul. Some other things, posters, things like that. I'm pretty much covering stuff that you've already seen. But overall, this is the room. This is as we are. Coffee table, things like that. Bunch of doodads, board games, things underneath. Cups and lots of cups. Play-Doh, because who doesn't want to play with Play-Doh? And straws and all that jazz. I like to keep little doodads and thingies on the drawers. Decorate them a bit. More board games, things like that. The whole shindig. Basically, as mentioned, everything here is connected. And that's about it. Other than that, that's my pad. That's my crib. Little discs I'm trying to sort. Yeah, if anyone remembers this thing, I'm impressed. Alright. Ta-ta, everybody. See ya. Do you have any words? Mr. Bear? Other Mr. Bear? Anything else you want to deliver to the audience? Eh?
Darkness.
No, I didn't think so. That's alright. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. Enjoy your Halloweenies. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate it.
Another thank you as well to my lovely patrons who help me spend more time giving you delicious content. If you want to join them, this and all my other links will be in the description, baby.
If you want to help out another way and also score yourself some good deals on your video games, then you can use my affiliate links for Humble Bundle and Green Man Gaming, all in the description. Generally, I stream every Friday, 10 AM Sydney Australian time, but sometimes 10 PM too. Be sure to check out my Twitter to know exactly when I'm streaming, to know when new content's out, and when I'm doing any Discord game sessions.
Oh yeah, Yankee Doodles, we got a Discord. I'm usually gaming in there every 10 AM Saturday, Sydney Australian time, but I go in and out of there quite often. Thanks again, you wonderful peeps. Have a good one.